Hello, welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following. I want to say just a big thanks to all y'all, especially you Transformer fans, because this is where we're going into the Transformers TCG. And whether you care for the Transformers TCG or not, you know, if you delve deep into the channel, I've been here for, gosh, this might be my 10th year. But I was doing a lot of biblical stuff, or trying to, in probably the worst way imaginable, before the Transformer the TCG game came out in 2018. I learned about it around January of 2019. After Wave 2 came out, Wave 2 introduced the combiner gimmick. I'm going to turn that down. And it got me so excited. I found an old notebook where I had made some combiners myself during 1987 when Season 3 was still new. And in 87, when I was still in junior high or high school, junior high actually, we didn't have middle school back then. We had elementary stopped at 6th grade, junior high was 7th and 8th, and then high school, freshman and senior. Well, long story short, in this notebook I had created characters that I had almost forgotten. And I'm thinking, that would be cool to bring these characters back. And so I redrew them all. And that's where the Decepticons, the Spetabots, and the Equinoson triple combiner turned into Cronus. So if you look through the channel and you're looking for some new characters, some new artwork, my artwork is not as refined as some other stuff you'll see. I warn you about that. I'm not a great artist, but I'm not bad either. And I've learned a lot through my years, and so I found that notebook, redrew them originally on actual cards in handmade templates and everything, which didn't look real good, but it was what it was. And then I really redrew them, resketched them, and recolored them with marker, and then recolored them again in the computer. And I'm just like, wow, these look really good. And they're completely brand new characters. They sort of have their own story for what it is. I'm not a great storyteller. There is a video somewhere in the depths that sort of goes over their history a little bit that I made up, but there's that. So, and that's where the Spetabots came from. And I was the leader of the Earth War Spetabots that I closed out after about three and a half years. I hated to do that. It's really changed my disposition. Now that I've joined another alliance, I'm no longer a leader of my alliance. They're very somewhat strict. I feel like I'm going to get kicked off at any day. But there's that. So, you know, if you really want to see some new original content as far as characters go, that's where the undisclosed chapter characters are coming from as well. Just doing a whole lot of neat stuff. They should have their own playlist. So if you want to see submarines, water tanks, buildings, I say buildings loosely because there's only one or two, and a whole lot newer cars, and boats and things, and these kind of wild characters that no one's ever thought of before. You know, check it out. There's just a lot of content here. You just have to wade through it, and I apologize. I've tried to organize it through with playlists. I don't have a great voice, though. I used to be a DJ on a jazz radio station locally a long time ago, but anyway, there's that. So I want to go through one correction, 3 characters, 2 not so new, and then maybe 3 battle cards. I want to go through this as quick as I can. So let's lower my voice. Let's turn off the car and let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, Scorponok. From a last video or 2 ago, I had a typo. There was an extra I. It was POLITICIAL, political instigator. So that's corrected. So it's Scorponok for what he is. Pictures of my old a toy in the backyard. Made a card out of it. Not a Titan Master, not a Headmaster, nothing like that. Just a triple changer. Just a simple triple changer. You can make it into a large card. if you want. So there's that. There's that just simple correction for his subtitle. Next up, we have 3 5-star characters. The first one, let's go over Megatron first. Megatron is the Kre-O Big Little Baddie. It's an oxymoron. He's an uncommon 5-star character. So originally he was a 4-star, but I'm thinking let's make him a 5-star. You can still put 5 other characters with this guy. Where are you going with this, Grillenheimer? That would be 6 wide. Yeah, they're not Constructicons. This is different. Let's see where this goes. 5-star Megatron, alt mode. In alt mode, he's a leader, spaceship, and ranged. Stats are 2, 7, and 2 with Pierce 2. So I gave him Pierce 2 instead of Pierce 1. His stats are lower than Flame War. Yes. When this defends, the attacker has Pierce equal to the difference of their total Pierce subtracted by the total Pierce for this character, including flipped black pips for battle. So if you were up against somebody there and this little Megatron is defending, and we're going to get here in a moment of why he might be defending in alt mode, because you would probably want to attack with him in bot mode, which would, well, that would leave him vulnerable in bot mode. But let's look at his alt mode here. When this defends, the attacker has Pierce equal to the difference. So no, you're not the attacker, you are the defender when this defends. So you're changing the amount of Pierce the attacker has. So if the attacker has a total of, say, Pierce 8, already Megatron in this mode has Pierce 2. So you're subtracting, if that's all he has, then you're subtracting Pierce 2. So now the attacker has Pierce 6. Simple as that. If this Megatron has a fusion bore, then he has Pierce 5. So the attacker instead has Pierce 3 instead of Pierce 8. If you have, if you're defending and you flip, let's say, 2 black pips when you're defending, those get added in. So now the attacker only has Pierce 1 instead of Pierce 8. Because it's the 2 Pierce for the character, the 3 Pierce for the fusion bore, and the 2 black pips that you flipped up for defense. So he's basically able to soak in or soak up or take away Pierce from the enemy attacker. So there's that, which is kind of nice. Could it keep him in play? Maybe, maybe not. While in bot mode, he is still a leader. He's still a ranged character. His defense comes down by 1. His stats are 2, 7, and 1. This has +1 to attack for each other 4-star Decepticon you control on the battlefield until end of turn. So, yeah. So, the 4-star characters, whether it's patrols, say you put in the 4-star patrol characters, 2 from the one patrol, 2 from another patrol. So that's 4 more characters. 4 times 4 is 16. You can have 1 more 4-star character if you want. So including Megatron here, this 5-star would be 6 wide. Well, at the very start, if you have Megatron attack first, and all the other characters have, say, stealth while untapped, then this Megatron is going to have a total of 7 attack before weapons and before flip. So there you go. What about this? And he would get weaker as it goes along. And I think I get this Megatron kind of mixed up with my RED Megatron. Iguanus. No, let's go to Jazz, smooth player. 5-star, rare. Alt mode, he's car and ranged. His stats are 2, 9, and 1 in alt mode. He has brave. When you put a utility upgrade on this, do 1 damage to an enemy. So, yeah, you're probably going to be wanting to swap out your utilities, have a decent amount of random usable utilities in your deck, put on this Jazz, and always be getting some non-attack damage. Sorry, I had to crank the car up. I'm getting hot in here. And he does have Brave in alt mode. So, something to think about. he does have more health than the 5-star Megatron, who only had 7. Of course, neither one of these have as much health as, say, Flame War, who is a very easily playable 5-star for any group of characters you're playing with. In bot mode, this 5-star Jazz, his stats are 3, 9, and 0. He does already have Bold 1. When you flip to this mode, do 1 damage to an enemy. So this is why I made him a rare. So if you're putting utilities on him in his alt mode, you're getting non-attack damage. If you simply flip him to bot mode, you're getting non-attack damage. While this has a utility equipped in bot mode, this has Pierce 1 until end of turn. So there's that. Pretty simple, but a nice 5-star character to really get off non-attack damage. That's why I made him a rare. So even though if you're in casual gameplay and you want to only have like 1 rare character on your team, or allow only 1 rare character, this might be a good one to have. He's a 5-star. Get in a 5-star Flame Ward. That leaves you with 15 stars left to play with. Maybe a 7 and an 8-star and be 4 wide. I don't know. What do you think? Iguanus is the last one here. The narcissistic, it's not spelled correctly, pretender and soldier. He's a non-common. He's a 5-star also. This one looks better. Okay, the Kre-O imagery, I found it like Dollar Tree. Did not buy it, but I took an image of it, and back then I was not using Paint 3D. I cannot find the images are gone. I can't even find the figure anymore. So that's why the Kre-O Megatron looks so bad. Iguanus is a legend core from the current line, or one of the more recent lines, not the current. But so I was able to make this one look pretty good. And able to take the image off and put it on the background. So in alt mode, he is 2, 8, and 2, motorcycle and ranged. When you flip to this mode, gives another character you control Pierce 2. So yeah, you could, and all these guys would total 15 stars. Throw in a 10-star Megatron or another 10-star Optimus, and boom, you have a nice outfit of a team here, But so Iguanus here is going to giving other characters Pierce 2. In bot mode, his attack goes up, his defense comes down, so he's 3, 8, 1. Still, all these 5-star characters are pretty low in stats. Jazz probably has the best. And again, they're all lower than Flame War for sure. But on both sides of this Iguanus, when this is the only character on the battlefield, this has 3 health. So, and no, I didn't say for battle. I didn't say till end of turn. He just has 3 health. It does not stack or anything crazy like that. And it's on both sides because it's his Iguanus. So he can have a possible 3 more health when he's the only character. So if he's damaged and he gets hit, he only has 3 health left. And you get it to where they KO one of your other characters. Well, then his health just went up by 3, so he now has 6 health. So, and it doesn't matter which side he's on. So there's that. So we went over Jazz, Megatron, and Iguanus, all 5-star characters. Iguanus is the latest one that I've created. The other 2 were pretty old, and I'm sure we went over them, but it's been a while. Battle cards. Attack on a Titan. We've got 2 secret actions and a utility. Attack on a Titan is a blue pip, blind traded, blue secret action. It is a common. This is just like Lock on Target, except it's a secret action that gets, yes, you guessed it. I think Wave 5 only did 1 secret action that actually gets triggered on your attack. This is doing the same thing. When one of your planes attacks an enemy with at least 15 stars, the chosen attacker has bold 4 for battle. So yes, this is very much like Lock on Target. Let's go left. That's a good trick. So it's like a Lock on Target as a secret action. So there's that. Do you like this? Is this too good? And it's going to be able to really add another blue pip for defensive decks for planes. Is this a good idea? Is this not? Kind of fake your your attacker, your opponent out. Could you actually play lock on target and attack on a Titan but at the same time and be able to get this pulled off? Yeah. You got to make sure you're going up against a character with more than 15 stars. Maybe they're using a combiner and they're finally combined, and you've got this in your deck, and now you can use it. You couldn't use it before because they weren't combined. They didn't have 15 stars. So boom, there's that. Lock on target is a lot easier to use than attack on a Titan. I will say that. So that's not quite exactly the same. Belly Bomb is an old one. It is a black pip, uncommon, secret action. Reveal after one of your characters defends. When revealed, do 2 damage to the attacker. So this is very easy. This is a very old card. It's one of my very first ones I ever did on my phone before I was even using the Magic Set Editor. So when I showed this on Facebook probably 2 years ago, the guys were like, whoa, this is too strong. It needs a star. So I added a star because it doesn't matter which character defends. It doesn't matter if the attacker is Autobot, Decepticon, Quintesson, using the bathroom, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what side they're on. It doesn't matter what restaurant they're eating in. They're going to get 2 damage back to the attacker. Does it matter if your character defending is KO'd or not? No. It's revealed after one of your character defends. So it remains upside down until after the battle is over. Then reveal it, do 2 damage to the attacker. And so that's why it does have a star. I think that's a little too much. I don't think it needs the star, but it does also have a black pip. And that might be a reason for that is most, especially, I mean, we have blank pip cards that can add 3 to attack. So I didn't, but it is non-attack damage. This is going to get revealed after battle. So things to think about. Belly Bomb, and that is an image from Beast Wars with Rat Trap. I forgot which episode. That is not was that the one when they go in season 1 into Tarantulas' secret lair? I can't remember. Decepticon Detector. Now, Attack on Titan is an image from G1 in season 3 when the aerial bots were fighting Thripticon. So that's sort of the idea behind that one, even though it ended up turning into a secret action of lock on target. Okay, I'm running out of time. Decepticon Detector is a utility that is blue-green, and the green pip has the Autobot symbol on it. This is a utility that gives +1 to defense. This is a lot like Battlefield Scan, which is black and green, that anybody can get swap for the battle. Decepticon Detector, only Autobots can get this. So I allowed it to have +1 defense. Anybody can still wear this. It doesn't matter what faction. It's just a faction card because Autobots can get it on the green. In the meantime, as a utility upgrade, enemy Decepticons don't have Brave or Stealth for battle. So there is that. It is basically Battlefield Scan, but it's a little more idiomatic for Autobots against Decepticons. Except anybody can wear it. Anybody can wear it. Only Decepticon. That's all, folks. Only Autobots can get it on the flip. But you can put this on any character on your team. So there is that. I don't have while your opponent can use Battlefield Scans and use them much easier against your characters. Decepticon Detector, not so easy. That's why I allowed it +1 defense, and it is an uncommon card. And so that's all we have for today. Scorponok's Typo, Megatron, Kre-O, Jazz, Smooth Player, Iguanus, all 5-star characters. All images from the boxes themselves. Iguanus and Jazz I was able to put in Paint 3D, make them look a little better, even though Jazz on one side looks a little blurry. Battle cards, Attack on a Titan, Lock on Target, a secret action against a character at least 15 stars. Billy Bomb, Decepticon Detector. So tell me what you think about these. If you're playing the Transformer TCG, and if you're new to the channel and you don't know anything about this game, I would suggest you look for it. Some cards might be kind of pricey. Some might be dirt cheap because it is a dead game. It is still very fun no matter what cards you have. And there's plenty here from me, Energon Hustlers, the ARC, ATP, Bayformers. So many of us guys have been really working on trying to keep the game simply alive. I kind of stay with the basic stuff that Wizard started. I haven't tried anything too crazy, though I did make a whole new card. Not plot actions, not anything like that, not zone cards, but base cards. We're going to get back to the base cards. We're going to finish those out. I want to say thanks a lot for all of y'all watching and following and listening. Whether you like the TCG or not, it is Transformers. It is fun. It does cost money. While this may be free for y'all and me, it does cost money to print this out on your own printers or whatever. So, you know, see what you like, print what you want, and test everything. There's a car behind me. I don't know where they came from. So I want to say thanks again. I am not monetized. I'm just doing this for fun, just because I enjoy Transformers. And again, maybe we should go have a video and sort of go back in time and say, hey, this is where my intro into the realm of this IP and the enjoyment of it in the eras that were very devoid of anything. And I knew they'd be coming back, and so here we are today. So again, just a big thanks for all the new people that, if you're still with me, we'll see you next time. If you like this content, throw scraplets at that like button. If you don't, the scraplets are going to come after you. We'll see you next time, and as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll for it.